A very good evening to you out there and welcome to the news at 7 p.m. I am Sophia John with the news presentation. We begin the news with the headlines. Kwararafa State government has launched its climate change policy and action plan. Kwararafans have been called to register their lands. Plus, families of abducted Borno pupils have called on Tinubu to rescue the girls. Now the news in full. The Kwararafa State government has launched its climate change policy and action plan aimed at strengthening climate governance, protecting the environment and building resilience against the growing impact of climate change in the state. The launch ceremony held in Jalingo brought together government officials, environmental experts, civil society organizations, and other stakeholders. Speaking at the event, Governor Agbukefas said climate change might sound technical when discussed at international conferences, but its consequences were already being experienced in the daily lives of the people. The governor noted that changes in rainfall patterns were affecting farmers and their livelihoods, stressing that when rain came too early or too late, farmers could suffer crop failures and destruction of farmlands. The Commissioner for Environment and Climate Change, Aisha Barde, said the climate change policy and action plan provides a clear roadmap for strengthening climate governance, protecting ecosystems, building resilience, and unlocking opportunities that will support sustainable development in Kwararafa State. She said the policy was the product of extensive consultations, technical assessments, and collaboration involving ministries, experts, and civil society organizations. Kwararafans have been called to register their landed property with the Kwararafa Geographic Information Service, TAGIS. Director General of TAGIS, Surveyor Marku Joshua, made the call in an interview with our reporter in Jalingo. He said the essence of registering property is to stop activities of land grabbers and other circumstances. He explained that TAGIS has since moved from analog to digital templates on land administration and management, with trust on digital land registry, GRS mapping, e-certificate of occupancy, regularization of land, and others. Marku emphasized that there are existing laws that govern land administration, which many have failed to respect. The DG thanked Kwararafa State Governor Dr. Agbukefas for establishing TAGIS and his continued support that has impacted positively on land administration in the state. The contractor handling the Namnai Bridge project has dismissed reports circulating on social media that the project has been abandoned, assuring that construction is progressing and will be completed within the stipulated 12-month time frame. The company's project manager, engineer Ahmad Ismail, who spoke while reacting to the report, said several bridge beams had already been constructed, while additional beams were at the project camp awaiting installation. He described claims that the contractor had abandoned the site as false and urged those spreading what he called unfounded rumors to desist. Engineer Ismail said the contractor remained committed to completing the project, adding that ongoing construction activities include the production and installation of precast components and bridge beams. He explained that the rainy season will not stop the work, as some aspects of the construction could continue despite the weather conditions. And now we move to national news. The Federal Bureau of Investigation has asked a U.S. court for permission to submit a confidential declaration explaining why it is withholding some records relating to allegations linking President Bola Tinubu to a drug trafficking investigation. The FBI made the request in an application dated August 20th before the United States District Court for the District of Columbia, saying it could not possibly it could not publicly disclose the full reasons for withholding certain information. An expert in camera declaration is a submission made privately to a judge for consideration without being placed on the public record. The application was published on X by Von Baton Montec York, a Washington-based lobbying firm recently hired by former Vice President Atiku Abubakar. The FBI said it had invoked various exemptions under the U.S. Freedom of Information Act in response to requests for records relating to Tinubu from 1992 to 1993. The Northern Senators Forum urged the federal government and state governors to expedite action on the proposed state police bill, saying decentralized policing is critical to tackling rising insecurity and improving intelligence gathering at the grassroots. The senators made the call while condemning recent terrorist attacks in Adamawa and Sokoto states, which, according to the forum, claimed the lives of more than 36 people, including security personnel and worshippers. In a statement by the chairman of the forum, Senator Abdulaziz Yaradua, the lawmakers called on the federal government, governors, and state House of Assembly to give urgent attention to the state police bill currently awaiting ratification. The call comes amid renewed concerns over insecurity in parts of the North and ongoing discussions over the proposed establishment of state police as part of broader efforts to strengthen Nigeria's security architecture. The forum said suspected Boko Haram insurgents attacked Gaya community in Hong local government area of Adamawa State on Monday night, August 17, killing 8 people including police inspector and 7 civilians. The Federal Civil Service Commission has cautioned Nigerians against fake recruitment messages and links circulating on social media, WhatsApp groups, and unofficial websites. The Commission said genuine recruitment into the Federal Civil Service is not conducted through private agents, middlemen, or individuals claiming to influence shortlisting or secure government appointments. In a statement issued by its head of press and public relations, Ibrahim Zakaria, in Abuja, the Commission warned that the use of its name, logo, or branding does not automatically make a recruitment message genuine. It explained that no officer can be appointed into the Federal Public Service without an authorized establishment, and where applicable, the requisite recruitment waiver from the office of the head of the Civil Service of the Federation. According to the Commission, genuine vacancies are advertised through established procedures. We'll return shortly after this break. Please stay with us.
Gidan talabijin na Kwararafa, zaɓinka na farko.
Welcome back. The news now continues. And now on security matters. The families of abducted school children and other victims in Borno State have appealed to President Bola Tinubu and Governor Babagana Zulum to intensify efforts to secure the release of their loved ones who have remained in captivity for 100 days. 42 pupils and students of Musa Primary and Junior Day Secondary School in Askira Uba local government area were abducted on May 15, 2026, while 36 students of Government Day Secondary School, Lassa, were taken on June 29 during their NECO examinations. The families also called for urgent action to rescue 38 people abducted along the Buratai road to Maiduguri, alongside other victims taken along the Chibok route and other parts of the state. Speaking at a press conference on Friday, the secretary of the Hawul Askira Uba Elders Forum, Mr. Mala Gadzama, described the situation as one of prolonged pain, fear, and uncertainty. The families urged President Tinubu and Governor Zulum to deploy all available security resources to ensure the safe return of the abducted victims. And now, entertainment news. Actress Uche Ogbodo has opened up about her decision to undergo a mommy makeover, saying the changes her body experienced after childbirth affected her psychologically and physically. The actress made this known in an interview with Dickin Famous, where she disclosed that she had 3 cesarean sections while having her 3 children. She explained that her decision to undergo the procedure was part of her effort to regain confidence and feel comfortable with her body after her 3rd pregnancy. Ogbodo said she has always advocated for women and girls and believes in helping women in every way possible. Actor and former WWE superstar Dave Bautista has been cast as Kratos in the upcoming God of War television series, replacing Ryan Hurst, who left the production after sustaining an injury. Bautista confirmed the long-rumored casting on Instagram, sharing an image of the iconic video game character, ending weeks of speculation over who will lead the adaptation of Sony's popular PlayStation franchise. According to Deadline, which first reported the development, production on the series will start from scratch when filming begins later this year. We move on to sports news. Unai Emery has revealed Ole Watkins and Emiliano Martinez could be the next Aston Villa players to join the exodus from the Europa League winners. Villa have rejected several bids for Watkins from Saudi Pro League side Al Hilal this week. But Emery hinted the England striker will be allowed to leave for the right price. England defender Ezri Konsa is on the verge of sealing his move to Premier League champions Arsenal, while Argentina goalkeeper Martinez has told Emery he wants to go. Morgan Rogers, Lucas Digne and Yuri Tillemans have already been sold by Villa since the end of last season, joining Chelsea, Paris Saint-Germain and Manchester United respectively. It is a remarkable dismantling of a team that won Villa's first major trophy for 30 years when they beat Freiburg in the Europa League final in May. New Arsenal defender Ezri Konsa has declared he is hungry for more after joining the Premier League champions from Aston Villa, saying he wants to continue winning trophies at his new club. Recall that Konsa completed a £51 million move, signing a 4-year contract with the EPL champions with an option for a further year. Konsa, in an interview on the club website, described his move to Arsenal as a privilege after signing a long-term contract with the club, and said he was determined to build on his taste of European success with Aston Villa. The England international spent 7 seasons at Aston Villa after joining from Brentford, progressing from helping the club survive relegation in his first season to winning the Europa League in his final campaign. Konsa said the European success had increased his appetite for trophies ahead of his move to Arsenal. And to end the news, here's some recap of our main stories. Taraba State Government has launched its climate change policy and action plan. Tarabans have been called to register their lands. And families of abducted Borno pupils have called on Tinubu to rescue the girls. And that brings us to the end of the news. Thanks for staying with us. From me is good night.